What if I tell you that it took a few days for the world's third richest man to fall down to the 15th position? What? Seriously? Yep, you heard that right. This is what the Adani scam did to Gautam Adani's wealth and position. Gautam who? Position what and when? Wait. All your questions will be answered in today's video. In today's video, we will discuss the Adani scam. Let's start with the basics. Who is Adani? Billionaire Gautam Adani runs Adani Group, one of India's biggest companies. The flagship company, Adani Enterprises, has operations in a wide range of industries, including commodities, trading, airports, utilities, and renewable energy. Gautam Adani, the founder of this empire, has fallen out of the top 10 richest in the world. According to the Forbes real-time billionaires list, Mr. Adani is now the 15th richest person in the world, with a net worth of $74.7 billion US. He was third on the list before the company landed in chaos, drenched with allegations. But why has the company been in news lately? Well, less than 2 weeks ago, Mr. Adani was the world's third richest man. Shares of Adani Enterprises, the flagship company of his ports to energy conglomerate, were due to go on sales on the 25th of January in India's largest ever secondary share offering. But a day before that, the US-based investment firm Hindenburg Research published a report accusing the Adani Group of decades of brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud. Hindenburg specializes in short selling, betting against a company's share prices in the expectations that it will fall. The Adani Group responded by calling the report a malicious combination of selective misinformation and stale, baseless, and discredited allegations. But that wasn't enough to stem investor fears. Mr. Adani's group has publicly traded companies which operate across a wide range of sectors, including commodities trading, airports, utilities, ports, and renewable energy. Many Indian banks and state-owned insurance companies have either invested in or loaned billions of dollars to companies linked to the group. Adani has a documented history of corruption, bribery, and human rights abuses across the world. It's currently facing further criminal investigations for alleged involvement in multi-billion-dollar fraud in India. And how's the Australian government reacting? Well, despite its appalling track record, the mine's unpopularity, and its enormous environmental and social impacts, Australian, Queensland, and federal governments continue to support the Adani project. Malcolm Turnbull's federal government is now preparing to give Adani a $1 billion taxpayer-subsidized loan to build a rail line from the mine site to the associated coal port, Abbott Point. Polling shows that 74.4% Australians oppose public money being used in this way. Many global reports bring together new and previously documented evidences that show Adani, at their core, are a dangerous criminal organization, not viable proponent to be trusted with one of the most environmentally destructive projects in Australian history. How did Adani react to this? As the market rot continued, the Adani Group issued a detailed rebuttal, running into more than 400 pages, and called the Hindenburg report a calculated attack on India. It said that it had complied with all local laws and had made the necessary regulatory disclosure. It also accused the report of being intended to enable Hindenburg to book massive financial gain through wrongful means at the cost of countless investors. Hindenburg, however, stood by the report and said that the Adani Group had failed to specifically answer 62 of our 88 questions. And what allegations do we have on the list? Well, in 2011, a ship carrying Adani coal sank off the coast of Mumbai, devastating beaches, tourism, and marine life. Adani did nothing to clean up the mess for 5 years. Adani's Australian CEO was director of operations at another mining company when it poisoned a river in Zambia that people relied on to survive, and Adani hid this from the Australian government. There have been deaths, illness, and injury at Adani workplaces. Reports show Adani have exploited and underpaid their workforce, including the use of child labor. Adani uses dodgy tax havens in the Cayman Islands to hide assets and revenue. 13 of the 26 Adani subsidiaries registered in Australia are ultimately owned in the Cayman Islands. Adani was involved in a bribery scandal that involved bribing custom officials, the police, and the State Pollution Control Board, and many more officials. The Adani Group has previously been the focus of 4 major government fraud investigations, which have alleged money laundering, theft of taxpayer funds, and corruption, totaling an estimated $17 billion as per the report. Adani family members allegedly cooperated to create offshore shell entities in tax haven jurisdictions like Mauritius and UAE and Caribbean islands, generating forged import-export documentation in an apparent effort to generate fake or illegitimate turnover and to siphon money from the listed companies. So what do the investors think? Investors spooked by the claims are bailing, not wanting to get caught on the wrong side of a trade. Shares of Adani Enterprises, Adani's flagship firm, have plummeted almost 55% since Hindenburg's report was published on January 24th. The company is now struggling to raise new funding as a result. On Wednesday, Adani Enterprises abruptly abandoned a $2.5 billion deal to sell shares just 24 hours after it was sealed. Stocks of most Adani Group companies slumped again on Friday. India's stock exchanges halted in 5 listed Adani firms after their shares crashed by the daily limits set at 5% and 10%. What's India's stance here? Well, this entire episode is the source of growing political turmoil in New Delhi. Opposition lawmakers in India have demanded a probe into the Hindenburg report. They staged a protest in the country's parliament on Wednesday while the country's finance minister presented the annual budget. They demanded an emergency debate on the Adani crisis, leading to an uproar, resulting in the adjournment of both houses of parliament until Monday. Action is being taken against Adani all over the world, but PM Modi is quiet. The main opposition Congress party tweeted, "When will the government take action?" The country's emissaries leaned into its relatively robust economic outlook. The World Bank projected last month that India would log the strongest economic growth of any major economy this year. But what happens next with this giant Adani enterprise is something everyone wants to know. But there are many different angles that the story can play itself to. Let's see what the future has in store for us. And until then, let's help build the future of our channel, Vault of Folks. How? Well, it's simple. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share it with fellow enthusiasts. And until we meet next, stay curious, stay awesome. Vault of Folks, signing off.